What's up, knife lovers? Welcome back to BladeStuff. My name is Chad Swindell, and today I'm going to show you how to fix the blade centering on a Spyderco PM2. This method will also work on many other knives. Let's do it. Welcome back, everyone. If you're already a subscriber, I want to take the time right now to tell you thank you very much. I certainly appreciate you following our channel and your interest in my content. If you're new here, I invite you to watch all the way to the end, and if you like our content, please hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. So let's get right into it today. I purchased this PM2 just not too long ago, and when it arrived, it was not centered. All right, so it is favoring the presentation side on it. It's favoring this side right here. And in this video, we are going to show you how to correct that blade centering. Is it a big deal? No, it's not rubbing the side, so it's not going to affect the function of the knife at all, but it does bother me, and probably shouldn't, but some of you knife guys out there, then you'll understand as well. You want your knife to be centered if possible. Here's what we're going to do. Let's just get right into this thing. We're going to loosen the pivot here. So this is going to be a T10. We're going to loosen that up. And notice as soon as I loosen it up, it actually corrected some of that. And it's still slightly favoring the show side, but not near as bad. So let's take this down. And now it is favoring the show side once again. Let's loosen that back up. So the pivot didn't quite fix it, but you can tell once you loosen the pivot, we can move that blade, back and forth. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and take my T8 here, and we're going to loosen the scales. You say, why in the world would you loosen the scales? Well, it makes a difference. I have the pivot screws loosened up, and I have the show side scale screws loosened up as well. We're going to wedge that blade over to the opposite side, so it's going to be the clip side, because it was favoring this side right here. So we want to wedge it over to the other side, right? So now that that is done, I want to tighten up the scales. And I want to tighten up the pivot. Now I'm over tightening here. I'm going to pull that out. Now right now that looks centered. But is it tuned up? Actually, I think that we did it. All right, so there is your centering on that now. It looks good. It's centered well right now. So when you compare that to where it was before, I am definitely happy with that. So that's good stuff. All right, so that did it. Now, we'll take it one step further. We tried two steps. We first started the pivot, that didn't work, and then we did the pivot and the presentation side, that did work. Let's say that that wouldn't have worked. The next step would have been loosening the screws on this side, and I would loosen all the screws, okay? And then I would do the same exact thing. I would wedge the blade to the opposite side in which way it was favoring, and then I would assemble it back together. Okay, I would put the screws back in and put them in snug, put them in tight, and then finish up with the pivot screw and make sure you get that thing down tight. You can always loosen it up if you need to slightly, but in this case, we hit it on the head the very first try. So there you have it. We got the blade centered on this brand new PM2, and now I can feel better about that, because you know that makes such a difference and all, right? So some knives are easy to adjust, some are contrary. This ended up being one of the easy cases, and we got that thing centered without much time at all. But nevertheless, I hope that you learned something from this video, and I hope it helps you in the future. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like and subscribe.